Yeah, we were talking a while ago about, I guess, safety concerns. A lot of people look at, backpacking out by yourself or mountain biking or rock climbing and end up coming up with a lot of concerns for safety risks and injuries and that kind of thing. And we were kind of talking back and forth how, at least in our personal experience, especially mine, a lot more injuries have occurred during...
More his.
Yeah. A lot more injuries have happened during, pickup games of two-hand touch football or basketball.
Two-hand touch football, not tackle.
Yeah, that's led to separated shoulders, broken fingers, and everything else. And rock climbing and mountain biking, nothing worse than a scraped up arm or a bruised shin, and that's about the worst I've ever had.
Now, of course, there's risks coming out and going solo backpacking or day hiking, rock climbing. There certainly are risks there, but you mitigate those risks. You carry certain items with you. Rock climbing for me is a big one. People think that is extremely dangerous, and I kind of did too before I got into it, but as long as you're doing the things correctly that you're supposed to do, it's really, really quite safe. Like Sleeves was saying, I've been hurt worse in football. I did a lot of sports in high school and played football, and I cracked an ankle, sprained an ankle, and oftentimes sprains can be worse than the breaks. And in fact, when I went in to get one of my sprains x-rays, he says, "Oh yeah, you broke it, but not this time. It was from before. I had a crack in it." And I never knew that, so it wasn't that bad, but still, it kept me off my feet for a long time. But yeah, you want to compare safety notes with us two, especially him, with the sports that we've done versus our outdoor activities. I can tell you, sports by far have accounted for far more injuries than what we've encountered up here ever.
Yeah, long shot. Snowboarding, I think, was the only one that compares, but even that was... You can blame that more on stupidity than anything else.
Now, we're not saying these things aren't they're injury-free activities, because they're certainly not. I mean, people have died rock climbing, of course, but that's where, I make the analogy to driving a car. I think there's as much danger going to a movie on a Friday night, but what do? Well, maybe not as much danger, but you mitigate those risks. You put on your seatbelt. You obey the speed limit most of the time. You get on a red light, you stop. I mean, these things are just common sense. And that's the same thing as up here. You just mitigate those risks by being safe and enjoying it.
Yeah. Yeah, take your time and have fun, and everything usually works out.
Yep. So, anyway, that was just a conversation we were having. Thought it would be interesting to put on tape. And maybe this will turn out to be a ramble. What do I call them?
I have no idea.
Me either. The R&R type of videos. So, anyway. Random ramblings. That's what it is. It's too hard to say.